명심해. S3 3038 Friends Forever, the third stories by Julia Noonan. Friends Forever, Hare and Rabbit. Cleaning house. Hare and Rabbit lived together in a little house in the woods. One day, Rabbit picked up an old pair of garden boots. Our house is too messy, she told Hare. There is no room for us. We must throw things away. But Rabbit, said Hare, we do not know what things we might need later on. We do not need these old newspapers, said Rabbit, and we do not need boots with holes in them either. Rabbit threw them all out the door. You're right, said Hare. She began gathering things to throw away too. Goodbye, empty shoebox. Goodbye, dried up old paintbrush. Goodbye, old book with torn pages. I will miss you. Soon a giant pile grew outside the door. Rabbit threw away a little table that wiggled. Then Rabbit looked at the chairs by the fireplace. They are old, she said, pointing to them. The inside of the house got emptier and emptier. Look, said Rabbit, our house has so much room. I can do cartwheels. See how pretty our rug is, said Hare. You haven't seen it in a long time. Hare and Rabbit sat on the pretty rug. Now what? Asked Hare. Now we enjoy our clean house, said Rabbit. We can have tea. Good idea, said Hare. She went to the kitchen, but she couldn't find the pot to make tea. Where is the teapot? Asked Hare. The teapot had a big chip in it. So I threw it away, said Rabbit. Use a pan instead. Hare made the tea. She carried it in on a tray. Where should I put it? Set it on the floor, I guess, said Rabbit. I missed the little table that wiggled, said Hare. Where's my cup? Asked Rabbit. It had a chip in it too, said Hare. She poured the tea. It doesn't feel right having tea on the floor without my cup, said Rabbit. And I miss my chair. I miss a lot of things, said Hare. Hare looked at Rabbit. Rabbit looked at Hare. Together they went outside. It was dark when they were done putting everything back in its place. Hare put the tray on the little table that wiggled. Then she poured the tea. Feels so cozy having all of our things around us again, she said. You are so right, said Rabbit. If we want to do cartwheels, we can always do them outside. Hare, Rabbit, Mind Reader Ring. One morning, Hare sat down to breakfast. Rabbit was already... 성경 읽고 있어. 비호가 읽었던 거. 비호가 읽은 거 가르쳐줘. Rabbit was already at the table. Where is the prize from the new box of cereal? Asked Hare, peeking into the box. I already have it, said Rabbit. What is it? Asked Hare. It's a magic mind reader ring, said Rabbit. Now I know everything you're thinking. Can you tell me what I'm thinking right now? Asked Hare. Yeah, said Rabbit. You're thinking that you wish you got the ring. You're right, said Hare. Hare walked out of the kitchen into the living room. She called back to Rabbit. Can you tell me what I'm thinking now? Yes, said Rabbit. You're wondering if I can read your mind when you're in a different room. Oh dear, said Hare, as she walked back into the kitchen. You do know what I'm thinking, of course, said Rabbit. Now think of something else. Hare thought, I don't like Rabbit reading my mind. Rabbit said, you are thinking about which kind of cereal to eat. Am I right? Hare felt much better. Right again, said Hare. Really? Asked Rabbit. Really, said Hare. Hare smiled as she put cereal in a bowl. Hare thought, I love Carrot Crunch cereal. And what am I thinking now? Asked Hare. You are trying to decide if you want juice or tea, said Rabbit. Oh, Rabbit, you're so clever, said Hare. Perhaps we should hang out a sign that says, Mind Reader Rabbit the Great lives here. Do you think that is a good idea? Asked Rabbit. Yes, said Hare, and I will be your helper. It's a beautiful costume. I can't wait. I'm gonna make the sign right now. It'll tell the whole world you can read minds. The whole world? Said Rabbit. Yes, said Hare. Everyone will come. You will read all of their minds. Wait a minute. The rings feel very strange. I think it may be losing its power. Give me the ring, said Hare. Rabbit gave Hare the ring. Hare tried it on. You're right, she said, taking it off again. The ring has lost its power, but I bet I know what you're thinking anyway. What? asked Rabbit. That it's time to eat, said Hare. Hare, Rabbit, Boo Boo, Bunny. Look, said Rabbit, a letter has come from my old friend Boo Boo. Hare's long ears stood straight up. You never told me you had a friend named Boo Boo. I knew her a long time ago, said Rabbit. We used to work together at the circus. Rabbit opened the envelope and read the card inside. Great news, she said. Boo Boo is riding bareback in a circus that is coming to our town. Rabbit held up 2 tickets. We're invited to join her under the big top. Rabbit handed Hare the card. One side had a picture and said, a Boo Boo Bunny, bareback ballerina. She looks like a very fancy bunny, said Hare. Hare turned the card over. The other side said, see you at the circus. Love, Boo Boo. Hare thought to herself, Boo Boo, what a silly name. We better hurry, said Rabbit suddenly. The circus is today. The stands were full. When Hare and Rabbit got to the circus, the clowns were doing silly tricks. Then out came the horses into the ring. With them came a beautiful bunny. She wore fancy sparkling clothes. She had feathers in her hair and satin slippers on her feet. It's Boo Boo, said Rabbit. Everyone cheered as Boo Boo did her tricks. She jumped from horse to horse and up and on again. That doesn't look so very hard to do, said Hare quietly. Look at her, said Rabbit. She's the best bareback rider anywhere. She looks like a show-off to me, said Hare. When the circus was over, Rabbit said to Hare, did you like the show? Yes, I did, said Hare. But I would not call a bunny who jumps on horses a ballerina. And Rabbit walked toward Boo Boo's circus wagon. That tail of hers, said Hare, was too fluffy to be her real tail. Is something wrong? Asked Rabbit. You have not even met Boo Boo yet, but you act as if you don't like her. And Rabbit walked a little ways in silence. At last, Hare said, I don't like her because you like her so much. I'm afraid you like her better than me. Rabbit gave Hare a big hug. No one could ever take your place, Hare, she said. When they reached the wagon, Boo Boo was waiting. She did not look so fancy now without her costume. After Boo Boo and Rabbit hugged hello, Rabbit smiled at Hare. Boo Boo, said Rabbit, I want you to meet my best friend. Very best friend. The end.